Hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Get Your Man Obsessed Masterclass. Before we get into the juice, I would love to set an intention for this session that, hey, power, hey, universe, help us co create this beautiful masterclass together. And I, Navi Sparkle, ask you to guide me and channel this whole presentation with the best of my capabilities and abilities. So, ladies, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. And let's get to the juice. Let's share what I have planned for you today. Okay. So, get your man obsessed with you. Yes, that's what we are here to do today, to make our man obsessed with us. Um, and who you are. If you have joined this live, and you might be a woman who has decided to take their love life seriously, who has decided to get deeply loved by her man, women who are tired of attracting wrong men. This presentation is for women who are tired of feeling half loved, half wanted, women who want their man to choose them fully, women who want their man to prioritize them, treat them like they have won a prize, treat them like a queen, women who are ready to take and claim the love that is meant for you. If you are one of that woman, welcome. I appreciate you and I acknowledge you for making this decision to join this masterclass. Now, why we have joined this masterclass? You joined this masterclass because you want more love from the man who is in your life, or maybe you are looking to attract a man who would put his arms for no reason on you, who will tell you he loves you without being asked, miss you when you're not there, prioritize you, listen when you speak, make you feel wanted, show you off proudly, plan things for the two of you, choose you again and again, look at you and think, I'm so lucky. She's mine. And that's what we are going to nail here. We are here to learn what it takes to create and get this sort of love. So, yes, that was what we want, but what's happening at this moment? You might be a woman who is dating or maybe in a relationship or married, but you're feeling that you are working so hard for the love you want. You are, calling your man, texting, planning dates. You are doing house chores, making more money, but you are not feeling that what you want to feel. And this has been hard for you because you feel that he doesn't see you. You feel that you put all of this effort, but he doesn't even know if you really exist. It seems like that you are in the house, but your man doesn't acknowledge you. He doesn't even realize that, okay, what are your needs and how he can meet you. You resent, you feel angry about the situation, but you have no idea what to do. And it makes you feel incomplete. Sometimes you feel that there is something wrong with you, or you feel that, okay, why in the hell love is not working for you? Why this man doesn't love me? Is it that hard to love me? And I get that. I totally get that. And I also know that you have decided that you are done. You can't keep going like this. You're done with trial and error. You're done with hoping and waiting that he will change. One day he will see you. One day he will come and tell you that he loves you. But now you have chosen to take things in your hands. You've decided you want to feel different in love. You want to feel relaxed. You will want to feel calm. You want to feel secure that, yes, my man loves me and I can go win the world. And that's what we're going to do here. Okay, now, by the end of this presentation, you would have to make a decision. And you can choose. Even if you are asked to make a decision, you will choose. Do you want to be the woman who you are now, or you want to be a woman who commands his heart? And the good news is the decision is in your hands. Yes, decision is in your hands and you can make it. You can choose. Now, you would ask me, am I? In 2014, I was sitting in a corner of this wedding palace. It was one of my cousin's wedding. I was sitting in the corner because I was trying to hide from everyone. People were dancing, there was music, and people were laughing, celebrating, and I was feeling shit. I was sort of trying to avoid everyone because I knew the moment they see me, they're going to ask what's happening in my life. Have I found the man? Am I getting married? While I was scratching myself and scratching my heart, one of my aunties walked up to me and she looked at me and she said, "Oh, no man yet? Honey, men and love is not for you. You just need to work and maybe become a nun. Women like you do well in the churches." And I'm just like, I laughed, but I felt that somebody just tore my heart apart with a sharp knife, and blood was everywhere. It hurt me so much that in 2 months, the first man who showed interest in me, I got married to that man. And fifth day of my marriage, this man hit me, and I felt that my life shattered. Though I was in a new country, I didn't know anyone. And, you know, I called my mom and she told me, you have to earn love, give it some time. And, if you show him who you are, he will love you. And that's where it all started. I started working at 2 jobs, started studying, cleaning, cooking, ironing his clothes, doing everything possible that I could do so he would love me. He would see me and he would feel that, oh, she's nice. I should love him. Sorry, her. Even in that battle, I got cancer. I also chose to have my son because I felt that it will fix my marriage. I even bought a place. I cannot tell you that how much hard I worked that 4 years. And one day when he almost killed me, I left him because I just couldn't take it anymore. Okay. I got divorced, started dating because I thought he was the problem. And once I find a better man, I'll be fine. But I was wrong. When I started dating, within the s- first 6 weeks, I got told by three men that you're nice, you're really good, but I don't feel anything for you. One even said to me that, you know, if you wouldn't have had this child, I would marry you. And I got ghosted many times. And then one of the day I was sitting watching my son play in the garden and my phone rang. And I see this auntie's phone number splashing on my phone. And I felt that, she might have heard about my divorce and she called me to check on me. I pick up the phone and she says, "Oh, so how did it go? Didn't I tell you men, love, marriage is not for you? Maybe you should consider becoming a nun." I dropped my phone. I just ran to the bathroom because I felt that I was about to vomit and my heart was coming out. I looked in the mirror and I saw myself. I had big tears in my eyes. And I told myself, I made a decision that if this is figure outable, I am going to figure this out. That night, I looked at the internet, whatever was available, book, coaches, psychologist, just God knows who I went to. I invested a lot of money learning because I had to figure this out. Even if I don't get a man, I will just figure it out. Because I wanted to know what makes a man fall deeply in love and stay deeply in love. Like, what is the fuck that makes a man chase a woman whole his life? I wanted to know that. Fast forward 6th November 2022. One of the men who I was dating, he bent on a knee and he asked me if I would take him as my forever knight. I said yes. It's been 5.5 years. We've been together. That's you see my husband in the picture, tall, handsome. It feels that it's a fairy tale. And with every moving day, I feel that he loves me even more. And now the question is, how did I go from this to this? And it's not magic. I didn't manipulate anyone. I followed a process. And this is the process. When I was studying and I was getting coached and I was working with psychologists, I figured out there are three things that actually makes a man fall deeply in love with you or with any woman. When he feels attracted to her, when he feels connected, when he feels that she is the only one and he cannot do life without her, then he commits. And that ends up becoming the love. And then there is a cycle that goes on, attraction, connection, commitment, that keeps fueling the relationship. And that's what we are going to learn today. And I'm not saying that I'm going to teach you whole ACC love formula. We will need 3 months to learn that. Uh, but I'm going to teach you three things that makes a man deeply love with you. What makes a man emotionally connect and commit to you? What makes him actually put you first? And why would he do that? And what decision you need to make today to be the dream girl of your man, your future man, the guy you are in relationship with. Now, I have a question for you. Let me know in the chat. Are you ready to feel chosen, wanted, and deeply loved? If yes, then say something in the chat. Say yes in the chat. Let me look at the chat. Yeah, okay. But I know that you're saying yes, and that's okay. Now, before we go into the what's makes him obsessed with you, I want you to meet these two women, Mona and Shona. Okay, they both are very high achieving. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. I didn't drink it. Uh, they both are very smart. You can look like they're well-to-do women in their life. They're making good money. But there is a little difference here. Mona is trying hard in love. She has been dating, she meets men, get into situationships, men use her, men won't commit, men just keep her confused. She doesn't even know where she stands with the man. Uh, the very low value date, no gifts, no affection. She's getting just breadcrumbs. And she feels that men don't see her. Like she been with men over time, but they don't see her. Now, Shona, she feels very confident, empowered, and relaxed and calm in love. And we'll figure out why she feels like that and why Mona doesn't feel like that. Why Mona is being ignored and unappreciated, where Shona is being made priority. Like men put her first. Men will change her calendar. Men are in the race to get this woman. And the man she's dating, he is looking for a ring to put her on. And she feels that it's a fairy tale. Now, the biggest challenge is here is Mona and there is Shona. There is a big gap how they feel around men or around their man. Whatever situation you are in, you're single, you're married, you're in relationship. You're not feeling the way you want to feel in love. You want to feel calm, secured, where you don't question every day yourself that does he loves me? Is he cheating on me? Is he going to commit? Uh, does he have a side chick? And you spend your whole day thinking about it, even if you are at work. You keep questioning that what's happening. And whereas this another person, this Shoina, she is so focused on building herself. She's building life because her love life is sorted. She knows what works in love. And that is the biggest challenge to know that what works in love and what doesn't. Now, here is an opportunity for you to build a bridge to go from Mona to Shona. If you're standing on this side of the bridge, you know that there is a bridge and it's safe. And if you walk in, you can go that side where your man sees you, where your man feels you're the best thing ever happened to him. And he cannot afford to lose you. Just feel that if your man comes and tells you that, I will take a bullet for you. I cannot afford for you to be unhappy. What can I do to make you happy? And that's the bridge we are going to cross today. Now, as I said before, ACC is quite big. But here is something that I'm sharing with you. It's directly comes from my love formula. That's called 3B love method. So if I have to put it very simply, the love you will get and the results you are getting with your men at the moment, or how you're feeling in your love life, it depends on three things. What do you think about love and men? That's your belief. How you act around your man means what you do, and who you become when he is around. And that is the difference between how Mona gets treated by men and how Shona gets treated by men. Now, if I have to ask you that, if changing how you think about men or love can help you stop from suffering in love, feeling like you are something that's left in the house, but you're not the queen of the house, the queen of his heart. And just changing how you think, like, I don't even like to say changing, because changing means you need fixing. You don't need fixing. It's just that how we think, how we act, and who we become. Would you be ready to do that today? If I help you and I hold your hand to change how you think, how you act, and who you be around your man, and by changing that, you can feel deeply desired, loved by your man. And you know better than me, if your man starts putting you first and loving you the way you love him, or the way you want to love your future partner, how life will change. Just think for a moment. Just for a moment. Okay, so this is something we all women think, especially when we like a man and he's handsome, he's successful, he's got money, he knows how to dress up. We believe he is a catch. Do we? And sometimes you might not think about it, but how you treat that guy, how you be around him, who you become around him, you do it with your action and how you are around him. Um, you give a vibe that he is a catch. Now, I want you to ask yourself, how many of you have walked into a date or interacted with a man? Maybe you're married at the moment, but when you met your husband or when you got married, who believed that he was the prize? Any one of you? I think I've walked on many dates thinking that, oh, this is the guy, he's the catch, I have to nail him. And I will do anything to get this man. And he might be a catch. But now the question is, what if thinking this way about your man, about the date you are in, or about your husband is actually costing you the relationship you want? It's causing you suffering. Did it ring a bell? Now, meet Jasleen. She's a beautiful therapist from Canada. Uh, so, this girl, when she came to me, you look at her photos and you see that how beautiful she is. But what she thought that she was too ugly to be chosen by a man she likes. So she told me that she's only swiping on ugly guys because she doesn't think that any man who is good looking will take her. And anytime she went on a date with a guy who was handsome, who was good looking, who put nice clothes on, she will just start giving that vibes. And then she'll get ghosted. And they would treat her like, she doesn't matter. She felt that because something happened in the childhood and she had this belief in her head that nobody will take me. My dream of having children and my dream of having a husband on a farm would never come true. But when I helped her shift this belief, and I tell you that one incident she told me that she was walking in downtown and there was a police car and she thought she did something wrong, and the police guy put down her window and said, "You know how hot you are." And he laughed. So, and she started getting so many compliments. And what she said in her, if you follow me on YouTube, you can find her video. Actually, she did a video testimonial for her that how she used to hide in her apartment because she felt that nobody will take her. She stopped chasing love and became the woman men naturally move towards. She became an invitation. After the thing, you can, if you want, you can watch her video. Now, this is second, and it is, I can deeply relate to this that if I don't hold on to him, I will lose him. It just hurts me so deeply saying that because that's how I held on to my marriage. My previous marriage, where the man was abusing me, he was very unsafe person. But I felt that, okay, if it falls apart, I'll be a failure. I lose him. And he was the only guy who said yes to me. And now, if he goes, I'll be again being offered the position of being a nun. And why do we do that? Because we feel that there is something wrong with us deep down. We hold on to the man because we value this relationship. We want love. But just ask yourself that how many of you feel that if you don't text first, or you don't call him, or you don't remind him that you exist, or you don't go and talk to him, he will never come to you. Or you might end up having a divorce if you don't plan dates, or you don't make sure that you spend time, or you don't do 200 chores of the house, or you don't make that much money. How many of you have felt that it will just go away? I felt that. Now the question is, what if trying to hold on to it tighter is the very thing that is making him pull away? Like the tighter you hold, the further he goes. So here is my beautiful client, Samira. She came to me in January after a divorce of 13 years of marriage. And this is the email actually she sent me. I believe if I can shift this, I can read this. Oh, uh-uh. Okay, maybe I can cross it. I enrolled in Date Like a Queen program. So Date Like Queen program is a advanced program in my world, but we do love reset in that. So after coming out of 13 year of marriage and going through a divorce 6 months ago, uh, I found myself struggling with low self esteem and a loss of confidence. I knew I needed to reclaim my power and step back into dating world with clarity and strength, and this program became the gateway to doing exactly that. I feel incredibly blessed that God connected me with Navi at the right time of my life. The program is thoughtfully curated for women who want to regain their confidence and intentionally invest in a meaningful relationship. What I appreciate most is how Navi equips us with practical tools and strategies that we can actually fall back on. The structure is excellent, the content is empowering, and the coaching is truly transformative. This program is not only teaching me how to date better, but is also helping me rebuild my self worth and confidence from within. I wholeheartedly recommend this program to any woman who wants to attract the right kind of love into her love life. And I want to tell you these both, Jaslene and Samira, uh, though they are very well established in their careers, but when they came to me, they were in a phase where the money was tight. And they both said to me that, I don't know if, like, because they came to my 3 months program. So, and I felt, I said, okay, if it's tight, that's okay, And they both said, nay, but I want it. And I know that they both they initially took installment, but then they paid in full, I think, on the second installment. And that was very like, and they actually told me that how like they felt once they watched first training, and they were like mind blowing. And that's why they recommend me. Now, what changed for Samira? So Samira was a woman who actually felt that when a guy talks to her, and she needs to hold on to him so he doesn't run away. So she will reply every text, every call, and she'll be exhausted by the end of the day because she's just trying to hold it together. And that's what she did in her marriage too. But in the program, she understood that what real connection feels like and looks like. Who are the men who are emotionally available? And letting go of the need to perform, because she's very smart. She works in HR, and she helps build companies and a lot of work. So every time she'll be with a man, she will start telling him that how great she is. But then she realized that it doesn't make a man love her because she is something. There is something else that takes it. So now she's dating, and I feel like um, she's in a country where that country is a bit known for not treating women well. But she tells me that how they open doors, and how she gets treated to a 5-star meals, and God knows what kind of restaurants, and everybody wants to take her out. So this can be your reality, but only if you choose. And sometimes making decision and choosing can be hard. And then you choose your heart. So this is number 3. A client of mine from the last masterclass, she sent me a voice note once. She see that this is how she feels in her relationship, that she's lifting the relationship and even lifting her man, and feels like her bones are breaking because she wants to make it work. And I want to tell you that every woman who has been in any relationship, we want it to work. And we do everything to make it work. And I want to ask you, How many of you have ever thought, like, oh, if I lose some weight, or, I talk less, or I just please him, I cook for him, or I give him some money, he will love me? I have thought all of these. Have you ever thought? I, old version of me, like in 2018, 19, I used to think that he doesn't know me. He needs to know all of me so he could feel that I'm the catch. But how I was doing, I was carrying that whole relationship. Like, when I even say this, I feel that weight here. And what if you have never been the problem? Like, there is nothing needs to be fixed about you. It's simply that this relationship is not yours to carry. And actually carrying the relationships kills the love. How would you feel about that? Have a sip. I feel thirsty. This is one of my client, Aparna. She works for Google. She's one of the techie in Chicago. So she came to me. She has been married to her husband for 26 years. And she felt that, relationship was safe and good. But she was the one who was doing everything in the relationship. And she feels hard. And now, because the kids have gone to uni, she feels that the house is lonely and empty. And he travels a lot. And, you know, I'm the one who is calling, I'm the texter, I'm planning the dates, I'm doing everything. Like, and then when she worked with me in 3 months for one of our programs where she did coaching with me, and she told me one day that her husband has started calling her and actually video calling her when he's away. And he tells her that how he misses her, which never happened before in the 26th year of the marriage. And before he leaves, he will tell her that when he comes back, we're going to go on a date. And even the kids, her daughter and son laugh that, oh, you guys have become teenagers falling in love again. So this is the magic when you know what to believe, when you know how to act. And it's not that there is something we're trying to fix. No, we just are putting that what we flip. I am the same person, but how I do love, that's changed. And that's why the results I got, the man who tells me this morning, even before like we jumped on, I had this notion that, okay, is the right, I'm in the right meeting. And I think he did some testing. And I am the woman who's like, I can still say that I'm a self made woman. Now I'm supported by my husband, but I'm a person who grew up, I was the eldest in the family, and this was my language to work for love. Okay, I want my sister to love me, I'll do this. And that's what came into my romantic relationships too. And Aparna and me were like quite, I saw my older version in her. So she was actually criticizing her husband. She was trying to solve all his problem and she was feeling stressed and disconnected. But once we worked together, she actually wrote, I have like at least 12 emails from her where she has written that how the relationship has changed. Where her husband is curious that what has happened to her, like, because now she's not the same woman anymore. And all of these women, there is something common that they say that not only they love how the relationship and how the man treats them has changed, but also how calm and relaxed they feel. And that's how we want to feel. Like she's such a high position. And that's kind of for the client I have, like all of my clients. All the women, and I know that all of you are also women who are very hard worker, you are women who want more and who have decided to have more. Now, you are already Moina. This is name is a misspell. So how now you must be thinking that how I can be Ghislaine, Samira, Aparna, or Shana. I got you girls. Or Navi, or you know, Amita, or so many other clients of mine. And I'm gonna give you the next step too. What you can do to get what I have, what Ghislaine got, how Aparna feels in her marriage, how Shona feels. It's available to everyone, regardless of how much you weigh, what you look like, how much money you make, how successful you are. It does not matter on anything. It matters only what you do in love and how you do love. Now, the women who actually get the love they want, or the kind of love I have in my marriage, the kind of love all these women have got. It's not that we are different, or the only difference is that I think and act differently. They believe differently, they behave differently, and they show up differently. And that is actually belief, behavior, and be. That's my 3B love method. And that creates the results. Now, Love Reset is a program that I created because I was attracting a lot of clients from India. And I felt that, women who came to me, they were being scammed before. Like many women have told me that a guy took money and then blocked them. Tarot readers, they went to tarot readers and everything. And I feel that this was just came to me that I want to create something that's very small, that's a very quick transformative experience. And I know that I'm saying that I created initially for women from India because uh, I was born in India. But I also want to acknowledge that if you are not from India, it's for you too, because you're a woman, and that's how we are related. And that's because I wanted to really simplify and make this available to every woman. And that's what I do in these 3 trainings. So, in the training number 1, you actually understand that why he's not obsessed with you yet. And you will know what exactly you are doing that turning him off, what is killing attraction in your current relationship, or if you're dating with men, what pushes him away and what moves him closer. And once you watch the first training, you will walk away knowing what was keeping him at the distance and stop the pattern and finally start receiving, creating the love you want. Now, the training number 2, what makes him want you? The behavior that makes him notice you, the behavior that he listens to you, what makes him prioritize you? Like he thinks that, okay, my wife, my girlfriend, my date comes first. And what makes him keep investing in you? And once you do that second training, you will walk away knowing that how to touch his heart, that he starts beating again for you. And it happens naturally. You just tap. You don't work hard for love. Training number 3, become the honey. Yes, that's the juicy one. I loved, and I actually delivered that training day before yesterday. Yeah, that was because this program we started last month. Um, and now it's recorded and you can get access to the training right away. And I felt like honey while delivering the training, because in this training you will know that how to become the honey he keeps coming for. He wants to get, like, especially when he has already known that he is getting obsessed with you, and then you become the woman who actually he wants to please, who he wants to show off to the world, like, oh, she's my wife, she's my girlfriend, or she's the woman I'm dating. And he sees that he wants to build life only with you. And once you've done the training number 3, you will walk away feeling confident, secure, and deeply loved. The woman he cannot stop thinking about. Yes, I'm getting messages from my husband on my phone because he can't stop thinking about me. Okay, now, honey, the decision is yours. Do you want to be Mona or do you want to be Shana? Do you want to stay where you are at the moment and feel exhausted, thinking, which is impacting your health, your career, and what you want to do, the big dreams you have, the time you should be spending traveling with your husband, making more money, and creating the life you want for your future children, or the children you have, or the children you want to have, or maybe you don't want to have children, or you want, decision is yours, like who you want to be and how you want to feel. Simply a choice. Now, this program, these all trainings are available right away for $197. And you can get the access just by looking at the QR code that's on the screen. You just need to put your email address, your phone number, your card details, whatever the payment method you use, and you can get the access right away. Now, any ladies who are joining from us from remote India or any places where, some countries, the cards and the banks are a bit shady, or, you have any problem, you can actually send me a message on Instagram. I will give you the way that works for the country. For India, sometime PhonePe, UPI, or Pay ID, or whatever, we have got it sorted. Now, some of you might be thinking that I need to think about it. Totally get that. We all want to think about it. And if I assume that you want to think about it one day, 1 week, why not 1 year? Think about it for an year. The only question is, just think that how much you will lose of yourself in the relationship in that 1 year. And just asking yourself that, do I want to stay where I am, or I want to feel how I want to feel in love with my man? Or recently, something like a beautiful client came to me, and her husband told her that he's in love with someone else. And she cried and she asked me, Navi, I don't even know how did we get here. When we say things, but we don't say them, that's how we get there. I'll do it later. Honey, you can always do it later. I'm not going anywhere. But later means 2 years, 1 year, 6 months. What will be different then? You will go through the same process, questioning, thinking. Will there be something different than this? You'll know the answer, honey. Will this work for me? Yeah, that's a good big question. Oh, I'm investing $197. Will this work for me? Will maybe Jasleen has something different, or maybe Navi was more committed, or Samira is more smart. Yeah, I know that that's how we think, and that's very usual. But for one moment, think, what if it does? 1 year, like 6 months from now, or even just 3 hours, like you get it straight away. Yes, somebody got it. I got a notification. Uh, you get it and you watch it. Tomorrow, the relationship can change. Yes. Yes, I'm saying that. Yes, I'm saying that. That's my big promise. Uh, and it's not that I'm saying that there is some magic. No, because you create the magic. I just show you the way. So just think that if it works, how much life can change. Like just imagine month from now, you're in deeply love with your man, or you attracted a kind of guy you wanted, and you're planning, holidays together, going out together, and you are just calm, peaceful, because you know that he's going to text you, he's going to call you, and how much focused you will be on other things in life. I can't afford it. Yeah, that's another one. Like, because, all women think, okay, sometimes they feel, I can't afford it. Like, what you can't afford it? Price? $197, or what's it's costing you? The anxiousness, the insecurity, the tears. What, like, are you avoiding the cost or the price? Maybe I think if I have to make it very clear, that just ask yourself that, can I afford to live like this for 6 months or 1 year? And how will my life change if I keep doing the same thing? You will get your answer, honey. I am too busy. Yes. Hmm. I get that. But honey, if you don't have time for love, for your man, then you don't need one. And I'm saying it with love. I don't know if I'm ready. How will you know when you're ready? Like like some chakras need to align, or some, what is that thing they do in like planets or something? But will they come and tell you that they are aligned? You will have the answer that, how will you know if you're ready? Now, before I close the for today, if you are here and you have a question, and before I say thank you for your presence here and go creating this beautiful masterclass that has helped women in the past, that has helped you today, because I know it, I can feel it, and will always keep on helping other women. If you have any questions, shoot through. I would love to bring you online. Like, I can talk to you here, or you can chat in the chat box, whatever works for you. I will stop sharing my screen now. And if there is anyone who would like to ask me a question, or do you have any questions? Anything? Okay, we are running on time, 10:58. Look at me. And it's okay if you zoomed out or anything, you can email me. And before I go, I just want to say, no woman on the planet is struggling because there are bad men or there is something wrong with her. Women are struggling because they are not choosing. They're not making a decision. And the decision is Sabna, you sent me an please send me an Instagram message. I will see what can I do. Just send me an Instagram message, and once I finish this, I will talk to you. I At the moment we don't have installment because it's a small program and it's released at one go. But let me see what can my team do for you. So I just want to say that choose whatever that is. Do you want to be Mona or Shana? Do you want to feel stuck the way you're feeling, or you want to feel deeply loved? The decision is yours. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. Take care.